Direct deposits will be made tomorrow. And actually, the Social Security Administration has confirmed that Americans will receive their stimulus checks. It's folks because of Joe Biden. Retirees nationwide are eagerly awaiting their Social Security payments, with the first batch set to be distributed this Wednesday. The initial payment can reach a maximum of $4,500 as outlined by the Social Security Administration. And the first payment is scheduled for July 12th and will be sent to recipients born between the 1st and 10th of the month. The maximum monthly benefit amount varies depending on the age at which an individual is retired. For example, those who are retired at age 62 can receive monthly installments of up to $2,500. Individuals who retire at 67 are eligible for a maximum benefit of $3,600. And retirees who delay retirement until the age of 70 can receive the highest possible payment of up to $4,500. Social Security payments receive an annual adjustment based on the Consumer Price Index, ensuring they keep up with inflation. The future sustainability of the program has been a topic of discussion for Congress, and experts even warned that without proper funding, Social Security will become insolvent by 2033, which is in another 10 years. That's when the trust is projected to run out of money. But if Congress fails to resolve this, recipients may experience reduced payments in the future. Like House Republicans have suggested that raising the full retirement age to 69 by 2033, despite the current retirement age in the United States being 67. It means those planning to retire as soon as possible can do so at age 62 to begin receiving Social Security benefits. Alternatively, individuals can wait until 70 years old to receive the maximum monthly benefit. Older adults just worry that the payments that are currently receiving will be cut by a looming shortfall in the federal program. It's important to understand that old age survivors and disability insurance affects not just seniors but also workers who develop disabilities in families in which a spouse or parent dies. And because Social Security is funded through a payroll tax era, employers and employees each pay 6% of wages up to the taxable maximum of $160,000. The trustees of the Social Security and Medicare reported that more than money is coming out than coming in. And without intervention, this trust fund will only have continuing tax income to pay out 77% of the scheduled payment. And starting in 2031, Medicare's hospital insurance will be able to pay 89% of the scheduled benefits for hospital services. The Disability Trust Fund is projected to be able to pay 100% of total scheduled benefits throughout at least 2097. And by the end of this year, inflation levels are reaching an all-time high, and interest rates had grown considerably since the onset of the crisis, and the impact of the supply chain issue was still echoing throughout the market. And given these unanticipated disruptions, the American real estate market faced a very hard and tumultuous, eventful year. But people are looking for a turnaround to happen next year. Economists are predicting that interest and mortgage rates will peak again this year as well, and even a report finds that affordability is even calming as mortgage rates are slowing down. But in its efforts to report the highest inflation in decades, U.S. is actually making things better. The Federal Reserve will likely need to increase interest rates a couple more times over the course of the year to deliver a rate hike at its next scheduled meeting. Folks, what do you think that Joe Biden will do for the fourth stimulus payment? Do you believe he can get the job done in 2033 or in 2024? Happy Tuesday, everybody, and hope everyone's having a great day so far. So in this video, let's go over the latest news surrounding a fourth stimulus check and a $200 increase in your Social Security benefits. By the way, everybody, if you believe that the Social Security benefits must be increased by $200 a month, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. I personally believe that our politicians in Congress must do a better job in helping out the American people. The great American people still need help, and they need help now. And if you guys agree with my message, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. Because remember folks, the whole goal of this channel is to provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check news. I want to see every member of my community receive more stimulus payments. Way too many people are suffering. Now everybody, Joe Biden is set to outline the American Family's Plan in his speech to Congress this Thursday. Now everybody, we finally have some great news in regards to more stimulus payments and the $200 increase for all of you guys that are on federal benefits. According to multiple sources, Joe Biden is set to outline the American Family's Plan in his speech to Congress very soon. That's according to what White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said. Now the American Family's Plan is expected to focus on policies including things like paid family leave, childcare, as well as free community college. In addition, everybody, the Biden administration is reportedly teeing up another massive economic spending package that will help millions of families across the country. Now, Joe Biden did already release the American Jobs Plan, which is a $2.25 trillion tax and spending initiative that would make investments in the nation's roads and bridges, as well as water systems, green energy, hospitals, and elder care. Also folks, the newest measure is expected to call for roughly $1 trillion in new spending and about $500 billion in tax credits. Now this new bill would also include an extension of the expanded child tax credit all the way to 2025, and this will reject a measure from some Democratic lawmakers to make the expansion permanent. Now the $1.9 trillion relief package passed in March authorized $3,000 for every dependent ages 6 to 17 and $3,600 for every dependent under age 6. But there are multiple issues with this, everybody. But folks, there's a lot of problems with this proposal. Republicans have already criticized the size and scope of Joe Biden's $2.25 trillion proposal. Multiple Republican senators slammed Biden's push to raise the corporate tax rate from 28% to 28% from 21%, and they called it a non-negotiable red line. But guys, the good news is this. Joe Biden said Monday that he's prepared to compromise ahead of a White House meeting with a bipartisan group of lawmakers. Joe Biden said in Oval Office, "As I indicated earlier, I'm prepared to compromise, prepared to see what we can do and what we can get together on. It's a big package, but there are a lot of needs." Now for all of our seniors out there, in regards to your federal benefits like Social Security and even Medicare, multiple Democratic senators are pushing Biden to include healthcare in the next American Family Plan. 17 senators specifically asked Joe Biden to lower the Medicare eligibility age, expand Medicare benefits, and allow the program to negotiate lower drug prices. Biden's plan is expected to include proposals related to education and climate change. What remains an open question is what plans the administration has to include healthcare in the package. What are your thoughts on this, everybody? Should Joe Biden include healthcare in his fourth stimulus bill? Now, the White House declined to say if healthcare would be part of this particular proposal, but Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters that expanding access to healthcare and making it more affordable remains a priority for Biden and his administration.
Of home improvement, and while you're engaged in a home improvement project, maybe you can have some conversation about the other issues that are kind of gnawing at you. And right now we got some folk who are busy trying to stir up the stuff that gnaws at us. They're trying to accentuate our differences. They're sowing the seeds of division in the American family. And we're seeing the emergence in dangerous ways, right, of the kind of robust and unembarrassed anti-Semitism and racism and bigotry. And then there are things that we've just been trying to figure out for a long time. I'm saying that America needs a big home improvement project. We need to get involved in some work together, put our people back to work, create some jobs that pay a livable wage, spur the economy coming out of this pandemic, and position the American